Hello everyone, this is Carol from Chocolate Crafts and Bears. Oh my, that's my blog, and today I want to share with you a project. Well, it's actually a swap I'm doing with somebody on the internet that I've known for a long time. Her name is Deb, and we decided to do a butterfly themed pocket letter swap. And of course I made some things to go along with my pocket letter. And I'm trying to do this quickly because we're going to get a severe thunderstorm here in about 15-20 minutes. And last night it was pretty rough around here. There was a lot of damage, not at our house, but some friends of ours had a tree come down on their house, and there's branches and it's a mess. Other people had trees come down on their houses as well. So to get started, I made this and altered this glassine bag, and this right here is a Cottage Cuts die. Let me see if I'm organized here enough to show it to you really quick. I'm probably not. It's this die right here. It's called a flower cluster. And I got this idea. I had a Marvy punch that punched out these like little daisies. And as you can see on this die, it has all these little tiny flowers. And I wanted to make it really dimensional. So I punched out a bunch of those little daisies and put it on top. And I just love the way that looks. And I used some, I think it was Studio G purple chalk inks and a blue chalk ink and a light purple on that to give it some dimension. It looks really pretty. This right here is a Marianne die. Sorry for making that swing like crazy. It's this one right here. It doesn't stick up to the top anymore. It's called, I don't know. Sorry. It's a LR0281. It doesn't say what it is, but I use this top one right here for this top, and I cut this paper right here as behind, and then that is the top piece, and I put some of that same blue ink on there and put glitter. And these are K & Company butterflies on here. And of course this is Heidi Swapp die that says Create. And the reason I put that on there is because this is a envelope or glassine bag that contains things to create with. And I made it so that the butterfly in this holds the little flap down. And on the inside I put some these little wooden, try to keep as much butterfly stuff in it as possible. That. And then I have Blessed Vintage stamp from 7 Gypsies, and then all my extra butterflies, and then some metal butterflies and bees, and I guess that's dragonflies too. That's what's in there. Sorry for the crinkling. Alright, and then I made this box right here. And this is a Laughing Cow cheese box. And in these little flowers, well, they're not really little, but these flowers are this is X die, Susan's Garden. I think this is called Sunflower. Yes, it's called a sunflower. You can see right here how pretty that is. One of my favorite flowers to make. And then this is a Cottage Cuts butterfly. Let me see if I can find that one really quick. I created it by cutting it out in black, and then I do not have it. Maybe when we get down to the bottom I'll find it of my things. I cut it out in black, and then I took watercolored paper and I used Spice Marmalade, Barn Door, and the mustard seed, and then I painted it with glue, and then I put the clear, like a sparkly fine glitter on it. It came out really nice. And then I painted this white, and I put this trim on it. I got a little bow with a bling, and then inside I put Werther's Originals. I can't talk. I can't send chocolate because I live in the South. In Georgia here, it's been 94 every day, and by the time my chocolate would get to Deb's house, it would be soup, because I've done swaps before and I've gotten chocolate. I got a Ghirardelli chocolate. Tastes so good. It came in here and it was liquid form from from being in the mail. So no chocolate in the summer do I send. So I have this little wallet. This is a Sizzix die. It's so cute. Bona, Live, Love, Scrap had done some of these little wallets with tubes in them. So I will tell you that this flower here is a Spellbinders die. I love making my own flowers. And this is it right here. It's a zinnia. And I used spiced marmalade, barn door, and that was it. I did not use the yellow. And this is how it came out. I just cut the little stamens in the center on yellow cardstock. The butterflies are cottage cuts, and it's this die right here, Garden Delight butterflies. And all I did was paint them and sprinkle glitter on it. And then I have this little piece right here in the background, which is, I love this die. I've used this a couple times in this set. It's called, it's the Thinlits, and I'm not sure what it's called. I think it's called, yeah, here it is, Scribbles and Splat. That's that one right here. Love that die. And here comes the thunder. Ah! And for this green leaf, I love this. I've got La La Land. I love this leaf die. So that looks so pretty. And then I got one more cottage cuts on here, and it is the, I use so many dies that I've got them stacked up over here, and it's hard to find them. Sorry, here it is. It's called the Butterfly Flourish Line. See that right there? That was for this little design right here. And this opens up, and inside, Deb had said that she wanted to do some shakers. She didn't know how to do them. So for my pocket letter, I have a shaker in it so she can see how I did it. And I just filled these tubes up with some sequins and some beads and some glitter, more beads. Really cute. And just closes with a Velcro closure. Okay, I guess my camera does not go any longer than about 5 minutes or so, so we'll try to be real quick. This is another thing I made. Let's see if I can get it in the frame here. Put this up a little bit. This was in the Michael's $1.50 bin, and I created this flower right here that is a Sizzix, not Sizzix, but a Spellbinders die. It's a Camellia, I don't know how to say it. This right here. And I used lipstick. I cut it out in pink and used lipstick pink Distress ink on that. And then this little sunflower is this right here. This Sizzix die, which is really a daisy, but I made it like a brown-eyed Susan. And then this little piece right here is this Cottage Cuts flower mini, and this is a Martha Stewart punch. And then this again is that this off of here, that heart. That's this. And then one more thing that's on here is the Sizzix. It's called the Bella Leafy Branch right there. And then this is just a piece of chipboard. It says the best things to hold on to in life is each other. And I thought maybe Deb could put a picture of her granddaughter in here. I know she has a granddaughter. And I use these little lace doilies that I crocheted behind this burlap butterfly, because lace and burlap go well together, and I just put a bow on the back of it. Really super cute, butterfly themed. And now for my pocket letter. This is the box I made. I love to make the boxes for these pocket letters. It's such a pretty presentation, and I already talked about these dies and this die. Try to use the same dies throughout, and of course the butterfly is from K & Company, and then this back here is a Spellbinders die, and this just unties, and then inside is my pocket letter. Get this out of the way. And I did make a tag. Instead of a dangle, I made this tag with her name on it. And this is a Cottage Cuts die right here, and so is this. This is one I haven't showed you, but I don't have it over here. This is one I showed you earlier, and I just used my Cricut to cut out her name. And this is my pocket letter. This right here is a Cherry Lynn die, and I don't have it over here, but it's a hydrangea, and I love that die. All I did was use some pink lipstick and sugar. I forgot what the other one is. It's a sugar or something pink. Sorry, I don't remember my stuff. Spun sugar, that's what it is, spun sugar. And then to give it a little bit more of a, I don't know, an antique look or whatever, I just went really quick over it with tea dye. And so it really made the pink pop out of there. Of course, that's a butterfly. And then I have this stamp. If you can dream it, you can do it. And this is a Cottage Cuts fence, and I don't have that here either. And then this right here is some little blue flowers I made. I showed you this earlier. It's the Flower Mini from Cottage Cuts. And if you hear the thunder, it is here. The Stem Mini. And there's a little other one from Cottage Cuts, a Flower Pot Mini. And here, right here is a little boot, and it has these little brown-eyed Susans in it, and that is Cottage Cuts. It's really super cute. That's this one right here. It's called Daisy Showers. That really was cute with that butterfly. And then I have the window, and that is my shaker. I don't know if you can see that. There, you can see that. That's my shaker, and this is that die right here. It's called Springtime Window. And then little Martha Stewart butterflies. And then I've got this canning jar, and that is Cottage Cuts. It's called Flower Bouquet Jar. And then down here, I did those. I showed you this earlier. Those are the little Daisy Sizzix die. And then this right here is, again, that same die that I showed you that was on the glassine bag. I just did it with just 2 pieces on that one. And then the last thing on here is this tulip watering can, and that's from Sizzix. Not Sizzix, I'm sorry, Cottage Cuts right here. The watering can tulips. And it looks like I lost this one here. I did create this with the not the flowers, but the butterflies. They are attached to the outside, most of them. And then this is my back. You can see, I live in the South, and this happens. These have sticky back, but because it's so hot here, my little tags let loose on there, so I'll have to fix that before I mail it. And there's some bling, some butterflies. These are some like bling butterflies. More butterflies, that's my shaker. These little flags, some, what do you call them, fibers. There's a bag of tea in there, and that's where my letter's going. And I tied these fibers on here. Alright, that's it. It is storming here right now, so I'm going to say have a good evening. And thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.